Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to study an interesting essay called On Superstitions by A.G. Gardiner. This essay talks about how even intelligent and educated people often believe in superstitions and what these beliefs tells us about human nature. By the end of this video, you will understand not only the examples Gardiner gives but also the deeper message he wants us to learn. How superstition reflects our fears, hopes, and human psychology. Before we dive into the essay, let's know a little about the writer. A.G. Gardiner, whose full name was Alfred George Gardiner, was a famous English essayist and journalist. He wrote under the pen name Alpha of the Bluff. Gardiner's essays are known for their simplicity, wit, and humor. He wrote about everyday life, ordinary human behavior, and common habits in a way that makes us smile but also thinks deeply. Even though he wrote in the early 20th century, his ideas are still relevant today because human nature has not changed much. On Superstitions was written at a time when society was becoming more modern and scientific. People were learning about logic, reason, and science. Yet, Gardiner noticed something fascinating. Superstition was always still part of a daily life. Superstitions are irrational beliefs, things that have no logical or scientific explanation, but people still follow them out of fear, habit, or hope for good luck. Some common examples Gardiner mentions include avoiding walking under a ladder, believing Friday the 13th is an unlucky day, seeing a black cat crossing your path as a bad omen, touching wood to avoid misfortune, carrying lucky charms, coins, or amulets. Even in Indian culture, superstitions are common. For example, people avoid cutting nails at night, believing it brings bad luck. Seeing a crow near your house is sometimes considered a warning of misfortune. Breaking a mirror is thought to bring 7 years of bad luck. Gardiner found it amusing that even intelligent and educated people who would laugh at others' beliefs often follow some small superstitions secretly. Now let's get into the detailed summary. Gardiner begins by saying that superstition is one of the oldest weaknesses of human nature. Even in an age of science and reason, people cling to habits and beliefs that are irrational. He explains that superstition arises from fear of the unknown things that humans cannot control, like death, sickness, or failure. Superstitions give people a false sense of control, a belief that they can influence events or prevent bad things from happening. He humorously points out the irony that even well educated, intelligent people, doctors, teachers, businessmen, often secretly follow superstitions while pretending to be logical. Superstitions are universal. In England, Friday the 30th Friday the 13th is unlucky. In some Asian countries, the number 4 is avoided. In India, black cats or crows are seen as omens. Gardiner gives several everyday examples of superstition in action. Someone hesitating to sit at a table with 13 people. People refusing to start a journey on a certain day. Touching wood after speaking of something unpleasant to avoid jinxing it. He emphasizes that superstition is not limited to children or uneducated people. It affects everyone. It is a reflection of our emotional side, showing both our fears and our hope. Gardiner also adds a humorous touch throughout the essay. He doesn't mock people harshly. Instead, he makes us laugh at ourselves. He shows that superstition is a part of life that is often ridiculous, harmless, but deeply human. This essay is not just about listing examples. Gardiner wants readers to think critically about human habits. Superstition is like a shadow from the past. It follows us unless we shine the light of reason on it. He teaches us that superstition shows our fear, anxiety, and desire for security. It also shows hope, a wish that good things will happen and bad things can be avoided. But reason, observation, and logic should guide our lives, not irrational beliefs. Even something as small as avoiding cracks on the pavement, touching wood, or carrying a lucky charm can be humorous but revealing about human nature. Let me conclude, students. Gardiner's essay teaches us that superstition is a human weakness, but it also shows our emotional depth. We should question irrational beliefs, think critically, and rely on reason and logic rather than fear. Next time you hesitate because of a superstition, ask yourself, am I acting out of fear or logic? Am I controlling my life or letting old beliefs control me? Let's live with awareness, confidence, and reason, just as Gardiner wanted. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel Enlighten with Saba for more clear and simple explanations of your syllabus lessons. And tell me in the comments, do you know any interesting or funny superstitions from your culture? I would love to read them. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.